Okay, how's everyone doing? My brother has asked me to draw some mushrooms. He's got a small side business where he sells mushrooms, completely legal mushrooms, of course. He sells like oyster mushrooms and like spore kits for mushrooms and shiitake mushrooms, things like that, for other people to grow or for him to just sell on to people that don't want to grow them. Anyway, he asked me to draw some mushrooms for his website. He just said that he wanted some trippy mushrooms. That's the only brief that he gave me. So I did a few different things. So just sort of starting out with some trippy colors and some unrealistic aesthetics, like the drippiness of it. Got a bit of a color palette to work there, and then I actually overlaid that entire color palette over the photo to give it sort of a like a digital look as well. So there's a few things going on with this one. We've got drippiness, digitaliness, and mushroominess, I suppose. Once I've got that overlay in there, I've gone in with some shading and some highlights. And then I put a kind of cool background in there and put the name of his website on the photo. Name of his website is Liquid Mushrooms. Go look that up if you have time and if you want mushrooms. I'm not sure to where in the world he sells. It might just be Australia. I'm not entirely sure. But I'm sure his website will have more information. So that was the first photo or the first picture I drew. The next one I went a little bit larger, so I wanted to go trippy in another or a different direction. So I've got a giant mushroom on the top of a mountain because I wanted to. There's no other reason than that. But I think this one turned out really cool. I quite like this one. Played around with the colours a little bit, adding some overlays and whatnot towards the end to get the right desired result. I just like this one. I don't have much more to say on it other than I think it looks cool. I do add the name of the website there in the middle, Liquid Mushrooms, just in the same font as I did the previous one, because I kind of liked the way that font turned out. It seems to be the font that I use for each one moving forward. But what do you guys think? Do you guys like this one as much as I do, or is it just me? Am I just weird? I'm probably just weird. Let's move on. Moving on to a much stranger one. Again, trippy. I wanted to go another direction, so I gave the mushrooms some mouths. Not just one mouth, but 3 mouths. Why? Because I didn't have any other ideas for trippy mushrooms. That's what we're going with. It's strange, I know, but that's what we got. Of course, I add a background here with this one and give it a bit of a glow, and call it a day. Let's move on to the next one. This one, I'm not sure if it really fits the bill for trippy. I just drew some mushrooms in that same colour palette as before, so I guess the colours could be considered trippy. Honestly, for me, the first two were the stars of the show. These ones are good drawings, but maybe not quite fitting the bill as much as I would hope. Using the sort of the trippy color palette, I suppose. It's just a colorful color palette, really. Some nice neon colors, and there's not much else to this one. Was going to add some other trippy aesthetics, but I wanted to keep this one simple just in case he wanted a simple one. So that's what I've gone for. That's all. Moving. I forgot about that. I did add some distortion to it. So I've got 2 versions here. One's a normal version and one's a distorted version. But the distortion was quite faint. The next one I wanted to reference something. So I've got the Vincent van Gogh's sunflowers. Nearly forgot the word for the flower in a vase. So I've actually just got that one in the background to trace the vase itself in the sketch to get sort of the general aesthetic, and then obviously I didn't copy exactly or trace exactly. I just wanted to get the general shape there, and then the positioning of the mushrooms. Now the mushrooms of course didn't go quite as high as the sunflowers because the mushrooms don't generally grow as tall as sunflowers. But yeah, this was just sort of more of a quirky one rather than trippy. I was going to have it that all the mushrooms were the same color except for one. In the end, I did change it so all the mushrooms were a different color. It just gave it more of a trippy feel, and yeah, just gave them some patterns that could be interpreted as trippy patterns, I suppose. But yeah, this is the last one that I did. Again, I think the first two that I did were the stars of the show, but that's just my opinion. What do you guys think? Do you think that this one is your favourite? The first one's your favourite? Which one's your favourite? Tell me in the comments. If you like this video as well, hit that like button, it really does help. And don't forget to subscribe. See you all in the next video, which won't have mushroom for mushrooms.